another daily hat trick. We've got the ins and outs of the Argentina squad, and of course, Messi is there. Chiche's facing some criticism over his selections for Brazil's Copa America team. We'll discuss that. And the Recopa Sudamericana starts tonight. We'll give you a full preview. Post to Post starts now. Hey! Welcome in, everybody! Welcome to the program, Raymond. Ray Hudson is here.
A beautiful day in the
And he brought his sweater with him.
Got my dad's sweater on in memory of it because it's his memorial today. So.
Is it really?
Yeah.
That's a beautiful sweater. I love it. I love it. It gives you that Mr. Rogers look, which is, of course, very, very
sure.
Mr. Rogers.
Yeah, good memories of this.
Great man, great
dad.
man. So, great to have you along here, Raymond.
Thanks,
we're focusing today on South American football. So we're going to talk about Argentina, as you mentioned off the top, some Brazil criticism for Chiche. And Ray is doing the Recopa Sudamericana tonight, so he's going to give us a little bit of chatter about that. Of course, we are taking your comments, your questions, anything you want to know. Just pop it into the comments, and we will get to it at some point in time. Ray, let's start with the Argentina squad, which was announced, their Copa America team. Here it is right here. The players had included 9 holdovers from the team that was at Russia 2018. Lionel Scaloni, the caretaker manager, making his selections. What do you make of this team? They're already being looked at as, I think before the selections were even made, it was being looked at as a favorite to win the Copa America. But what do you think of this team?
I don't think the favourites. I think Brazil certainly has got the favourite spot. But this is a strong Argentina team. I'm not so sure about the defence. When you go through the back line, there's no great Ayala there, and that's for sure. But they're good players, no question. Right the way through the team, Lo Celso in midfield, Di Maria, yeah, of course. I mean, in the forwards, it's just, if you can turn away from Icardi in his class, and we all know the story about him and why he's not the influence that a team perhaps needs. He showed it in Inter, to be fair. But, you know, it reminds me of when Cantona was taken away from the French team and David Ginola, the 2 world-class players, Jeremy. But at the time, France says, you know what? We don't think we need you to be a disruptive influence. They went on to win the World Cup. This is a risk that Argentina's taken by not including Icardi, in my opinion, on a footballing sense. But as you say, Scaloni's just saying he's not worth the risk.
Do you think that as a caretaker manager, he's kind of just rolling the dice here? Because he really has nothing to lose. I mean, this is basically going to be his audition. If they end up winning the Copa America, or perhaps even go to another final, he could be appointed on a permanent basis. But do you think that it's a risk, but he's trying to show that, okay, if I'm going to be the one in charge, it's going to be my squad? We
don't know. You'd like to think, in the best sentiments of Argentina, that is the strength of this coach. Hey, you know, there's always been these rumours that the players don't want Icardi, and that strength of the belief may inspire them on to even better heights. The season Aguero's had, it'd be hard to get Icardi into the team anyhow. But it'll all rely on Leo, as it always does. He's dragged them to 3 consecutive big finals in the Copa America and the World Cup, of course, but not past the line.
There are some reports that say that Messi had a lot of influence. He kind of sent subliminal messages to Scaloni when he talked about his friendship with Aguero, and that was considered one of the reasons why Icardi was sort of kept out, because Messi prefers Aguero. They've been great friends since they competed at the youth level together for Argentina. They've been great friends down the years, and so that was the preferred pairing that Messi wanted, and that's certainly what he got with Aguero in there. So Icardi's out. You mentioned the defense. Just want to make mention, Mercado was a surprise exclusion. Marcos Rojo as well from Manchester United.
Good players.
And then they have 1 goalkeeping holdover from 2018. He's been auditioning a bunch of different goalkeepers, and that includes Sergio Romero, another United guy's also out of the squad.
Sure. I mean, Armani and Andrada, I don't think that there will be a weakness. They are 2 very, very good goalkeepers, the Boca Juniors and River Plate men. top draw. Are they better in the world? Yes, there are. But this is the best Argentina. That may not be the problem. It's the players in front of them. And again, it'll come down to the way they play in the midfield and present these wonderful diamonds up front with the chance. But that back line, there's no Passarella there. There's no Ayala, that's for sure. Hell, I would take a Brown. Remember him, Brown? What a wonderful player he was for Argentina.
Okay.
But it's not there. And, you know, this generation is not reproducing the youth to come through and take these places, which is an important facet, Jeremy. And it's not a comforting one for not just Argentina, but for South American football as a whole. Brazil, the youth, the players really aren't just coming through as expected, and they're having to rely on this older generation, I think.
Lots of people saying hi to you, Raymond. I'm worried about the defenses, Mike. This has been Ray about Argentina for about the past 5 years. Copa America will be the best of the best this year, says Nuri. And hello to everybody putting in where you're viewing from. Love that stuff. Akragana, I think I saw in there.
Kryptonite. Where's
Great
Kryptonite?
to have you along. The Argentine jersey is Leo's kryptonite.
Oh, yeah. That's a heavy shirt, but nobody's
heavy
wore it
shirt.
better in his generation. You show me a better player than Messi in the competitions, then I would hold my hand up to you. But come on, he's been by far the greatest individual player for Argentina. It wasn't Di Maria, it wasn't Kun Agüero, it certainly wasn't Higuain, on and on and on. It's Leo who carries the horse doesn't want to drink its water. They got to do it in this Copa America.
Rafa going with the hot take. Argentina with Messi will choke again. Brazil is the favorite. Uruguay is
agree.
the dark horse.
Uruguay might be a dark horse. Nobody's going to line up to watch them play scintillating football. But Brazil, they may get the results though, and that's all that matters in knockout competition. It's an important competition for Brazil, and particularly Neymar. I think this is the competition where Neymar has to show the world, and especially show Brazil and South America, that he belongs in the upper echelon of Brazil's greats, a la Ronaldinho. Because his knockout tournament competitions has been disappointing.
Jean with a great take here. Nobody wants to deal with Icardi's drama. They already have enough to worry about in winning. That's actually a really good point.
You know, and this,
you don't want the distractions when you're worried
say,
about that.
you know, I feel a little bit sorry for both Wanda, his wife, and Icardi, because this, honestly, Jeremy, I mean, I know he's been slated for the way it happened with Maxi Lopez. I get all of that. But this wasn't an affair. This was a love arrangement that they've had I think they've had like 17 kids or whatever. I mean, they've got a beautiful family. This is a relationship that will endure and last, and it's love. I mean, love came bursting through, and unfortunately for Maxi and all of Argentina, they couldn't get past that. But let's not forget, this was not just a fling. This was, he fell in love. And I've been there, believe me. It's hard to turn that around.
Arnie Garcia.
Arsene Wenger and Ray Hudson, what more do you want?
People think I look like Arsene Wenger. I don't look like Arsene Wenger. I don't. Do you see the baby thing? Come on. Yeah,
no,
see? Put your glasses on.
I don't think so.
Neil, great take here. Maybe the lack of famous players might be good. More incentive to play well for the national team.
Exactly.
I think that's a really great point.
No, especially with the speculation. But I think they're past that now. It's time for Argentina to really put up. And also for the Argentina players, the rest of them taking out Messi, to be the ones to raise the ship. They have got to produce. I mean, you know Leo's going to do it. He is going to be, you know, the star man. It's these rest of them. It's the goalkeepers, the defence, the midfield, and everybody around Leo at the top. They've got to produce this time, or they will deserve the criticism.
There's lots of apparently funny things going on over here in the back. People saying hello where they're from. Ireland here, Robbie.
Hey,
Ireland, beautiful.
I'm
telling you, if you want to go to a great place and see absolutely magnificent people and fantastic country, Ireland is the place to go. Absolutely love it.
You missed something out, and Robbie knows it's horse racing. If you want to see, you see, just brought away. Ireland is the greatest place in the world for horse racing.
I'm trying to get people in here. Okay, Jorge's here from Boston watching this. That's great. Faustino's from Northern California. Love it. Sweet Home Oregon, says Chris. Nice. Neymar might win it this time, says Pete. Whatever happened to Chile? Golden generation done and dusted. That's Mike. We'll talk to Mike later. Vanessa in New York. Hello, Vanessa. Welcome to the program. Thanks for tuning in. And Daniel watching from Toronto.
Toronto.
Love it.
Yeah.
Canada, let's go. Let's
Toronto.
go. Love me some Toronto. The film festival there, again, another thing that's fantastic. Venezuela's playing great football at the moment, Raymond.
They've been shown they were good in the qualifications as well. For me, always entertaining team. And of course, big Salomon Rondon. We love him on Tyneside in Newcastle. And they're producing good individual players, but they always tend to disappoint on the final run in. But no, the Vino Tinto is always a pleasure to watch and call.
Arturo is tuning in from Wichita, Kansas.
Wichita lineman.
So, welcome to the program. Thanks, everybody, for telling us where you're watching. We love that. It's good to know that we're being seen in a bunch of different places, and happy to have you along. Okay, let's talk about this Brazil squad, because Chiche is getting a lot of criticism, and he said this was quite possibly one of the toughest lists I have ever had to put together. A lot of pressure on him. A lot of people in the comments, you even said it yourself, Brazil considered the favorite to win the Copa America.
For me.
How difficult is it to pick this Brazil squad?
You know, the talent, you just read them off, Jeremy. I mean,
well, you read the absences. Look, at Marcelo, Vinicius, Lucas Moura, who's just got a hat-trick in the Champions League. Fabinho, Neto, David Luiz, Danilo, Douglas Costa.
Those two for me, Lucas Moura and Fabinho, were the big two exclusions, unquestionably, but the wealth of them.
These are the guys that are not in the squad.
Exactly.
Look at that.
Marcelo and Vinicius, maybe a little bit too early, but they'll show you the strength of the team. And you know what? It stands for nothing. Unless they can win this tournament, they're going to be. Chiche is certainly going to get criticised if they don't win this. The timing's right. They've got a big point to prove, no more so than Neymar, so it's individually they have to respond. Is this the time where Arta really shows the world what a wonderful midfield player he is? Casemiro will probably be anchoring the midfield.
I'm surprised at
Coutinho, that's right. I mean,
that
everybody is. It cannot be picking him on the Barcelona form, because everybody that's seen him, he's been massively disappointing. Yep. And the speculation is that he'll be leaving Barcelona, but maybe not. Again, this is a tournament that when it comes down to push, Jeremy, a great performance in a great tournament by Coutinho, this is the stage.
He needs to have a great tournament. He legitimately has to have a great tournament. He's salvaging his reputation at this point.
Again, you look at the body of evidence and it doesn't stack up. For Brazil, he's a different player. Anybody that's watched the Canarino sees a different player in the manner in which he performs, his bravery as well. He doesn't look as if he's under pressure with that yellow shirt on him the way he is with the Blaugrana shirt. And he'll make sense of that, because that's crazy.
Let me ask you this. Which shirt is heavier, Brazil or Argentina?
I think, Brazil carrying that, but it's been too long, Jeremy. There's been how many World Cups now since we haven't had a winner from South America? It's too long. They were once the kings of the castle for forever and a day in the early generations, but they haven't, 5 times champions as well. You think that's going to affect them? That's a heavy shirt. Argentina, not so much.
Brazil won the Copa America in 2007, but the Argentine senior squad has not won a national title since 1993.
Right.
That's a massive drought. So that shirt has to weigh a ton at this point in time, especially considering they've gotten to these finals and blown it.
Right, exactly. And, I'm not taking away the pressure that's going to be on the two-time champions as well. It is immense for Argentina, but Brazil are in a category all of their own. And this generation has got something to prove. Ever since that, that dismantlement against Germany has left Brazil crestfallen, really wounded, and yet under Chiche they've improved. They've been improving. Yes. So this is their tournament. They've got to stand up. Should be great.
I just wonder, man, because they did that. We saw that before 2010 too, right? They had such that great run, and then in 2010 they just that was so heartbreaking to see them just get destroyed and then get knocked out of the tournament. So I always take a grain of salt when it comes to Brazil doing so well before an international tournament. Is this Messi's Copa America? Michael wants to know about the 48-team World Cup tournament. FIFA abandoning that plan for 2022, but 2026 here in North America, the plans are to have a 48-team tournament. Right. So what do we think of it? Let's talk about that another time. Chris says
Canada's going to be hosting it, so you can't be like that, man.
it's the only way we're going to get to the World Cup.
Right.
We have to be one of the hosts.
Okay.
And by that time, they're probably going to say the host teams, only one of the host teams can get in. They're going to have us play off against USA and Mexico, and then we'll get.
Just remember who you're talking to. You're talking to the fans, and for the fans to come to countries like Mexico, Canada, and the United States to watch world-class football and a World Cup, it doesn't get any better than that.
Okay. Dingoke says he's going to name his first son after you, Ray.
What a lad! What a lad! What's his name?
Dingoke.
Dingoke. I'm going to name my cat after you, Dingoke. How about that? I'm going to rechristen her because she's called Zara. Now she's going to be called Dingoke.
Okay. Okay. Des says Fabinho deserved the nod over either Casemiro or Fernandes.
Don't disagree, Des. Yeah. Don't disagree.
Okay.
Fabinho's been fabulous and living up to his name. Fabulousino.
Recopa Sudamericana is tonight on beIN Sports. River Plate versus Athletico Paranaense. The game is first leg is in Brazil in Curitiba. Ray, why should we watch this game?
Because it's going to be a very, very tightly fought contest. You've got the reigning Libertadores champions taking on a team, Paranaense, who were champions in their tournament last year, of course, Sudamericana, and they play on what we used to call AstroTurf, the hybrid grass, the plastic stuff that the cows won't eat. That's going to level the playing field. River Plate with Prato up front and Suarez are going to be challenging. This Paranaense team is a very, very good team, especially at home. If you want to watch a really incendiary atmosphere, this is a game that you'll watch, and this River Plate is going to be put to the test. Paranaense isn't a better team than River, but this stadium, I'm telling you, Jeremy, it can alter things, and they love playing on the AstroTurf or the grass or the plastic grass, and River don't. River have got the better players, they've got a better manager, they've got a better squad, but this Thiago Nunes, coach of Paranaense, has his team believing, and they've got to win this because going back to Argentina is going monumental. It's going to be a nightmare for them.
Yes.
So they've got to get 1 or 2 goals. The problem is Paranaense aren't good at scoring goals, so they're going to go out and make it an alley fight. Can't wait, man.
It's going to be a good game tonight. We're going to have pre-game and post-game coverage on beIN Sports, so be sure to tune in for that. It's going to be great. There it is tonight. Our coverage is underway at 8:15 p.m. Eastern Time. I'll get you set up for the game. Then you'll see the game, and then Ray and Dre Cordero will join me after the game to break it all down and partially set up the second leg, which of course goes next week at El Monumental in Argentina. Should be a great one. As well, the Copa Sudamericana continuing on beIN Sports tonight and tomorrow as the last 32 first legs are taking place. So you can check your listings for coverage of that. There is the graphical representation of what is coming up tonight.
And no away goals in this tournament, people. They don't care about away goals.
That's right. No away goals in this tournament. If it's tied after the 2 legs, they play the 30 added extra time and then straight to penalty kicks.
Yep.
So, okay, we have a poll to get rid of, to get on. Which football is better, Argentinian or Brazilian? Well, that's a tough one. This is going to be 50-50.
Well, this is no history, though. This is as of today.
Oh, yeah.
Which national team is better?
72% say Brazil. 20. Oh, it's fluctuating. It's fluctuating.
Yeah,
it's a live poll.
Right?
Yeah.
It's a live poll. So, but the consensus is that Brazil's playing the better football at this point in time.
Yeah.
Which means, Brazil, Argentina, the favorites. It means one of them will get to the final, and then it's going to be some other team that's going to win.
But
Uruguay,
who's got the best
Chile.
football player individually as well? I mean, who's the best player on God's earth? Is it a Brazilian?
At this point in time? Clayton,
Leo.
I'm with you. I get you. All right. Thanks for doing that. Thanks for putting that up there. Don't forget Sports Burst with Gabby Amato weekdays at 12 p.m. Eastern Time. It's your chance to get an early start on the day's news and join that conversation with Gabby and her guests. It's always a lot of fun.
Well, we're not going to talk about Mourinho going to Newcastle United, no?
I was supposed to do that off the top, but I forgot.
We ain't got time.
What do you think? What do
I
you
think it'd be wonderful. But what we'll need at St. James's Park is Mourinho with a new ownership group as well. I think Mourinho.
I'm getting a call.
Yeah.
Hello? Yep. Okay. Thanks. All right.
The men in the white suits are ready to
bye.
take me away. I know.
That was a phone call just telling me that hell has not frozen over.
Right.
So Mourinho's not going to Newcastle.
Listen, it probably won't unless Mike Ashley leaves, but there was rumours about 6 months ago that David Gill, the great Manchester United executive, whether there were rumours or not, was trying to put a conglomerate together to take over when the club was really officially for sale and Moo was going to be in. So he was going to be the man. It may happen. Hey, listen, don't crush me dreams. We'll take Mourinho and Mr. Gill any time of the week.
Did Benitez follow Mourinho to Real Madrid?
No.
Or did Mourinho follow Benitez at Real Madrid?
Yeah.
So Mourinho would follow Benitez at Newcastle?
Yeah.
Okay. What a pair they are. All right. Raymond, thanks very much. And have some fun tonight calling the game.
I will. I'm looking
we'll
forward
have
to
some
it.
fun on the set
Go River.
afterwards. Tune in to beIN Sports for the Recopa Sudamericana beginning tonight at 8:15 p.m. Eastern Time. We're back with another edition of Post to Post on Thursday at 5:30 p.m. Eastern Time. We may even do the baby Snapchat filters again for the promo.
No.
Guys, thanks for joining us. Thanks for your comments. Enjoy the rest of your Thursday. Bye for now. Wednesday. Bye for now.